watching
24.
Connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke with my co-host Charity Seebecker. The Tomah Concert Association has been featuring world-renowned musical talent since 1975, all perform locally at the Tomah High School auditorium. We want to welcome to our program Rose Berry. Rose, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, Charity, I'm excited to learn about the history. Let's just start. Tell us that 1975. Very renowned musical events.
Right. And I was unable to find out how it really started. It started in 1975. My best guess is because there are these small concerts all around in small communities, all around, you know, the whole Central American part. So it was started by it was on the original board were two of the music teachers. So I suspect that Allied Concert went around and got the music teachers on board. And so a lot of them started at that time. There was one in Sparta, they're throughout Minnesota, Wisconsin, all different places, but it's always small communities. So my guess is that they went to music teachers and they kind of got it going. So we're really glad that they did. It's been here a long time, and still there's a lot of people that have never heard of it.
And I'm one of those people. That's why I was so excited when I saw that we were going to be able to interview, so I can learn more, because I love music and I love listening to concerts and live music. So I know with COVID, you know, many concerts have been canceled or rescheduled, and then rescheduled again, and maybe again, depending on what you're doing. So what do you have planned for future events? What's coming up?
Okay, well, we had hoped to have a full plate this year. We had 4 wonderful concerts selected. There was going to be a local group from Wilton that were going to give a Christmas concert, because Tomah is kind of short on Christmas concerts now, without One Accord doing their Christmas concerts, and then the Ecumenical Choir always did one that we looked forward to. So they were willing to do one, and we were really excited about that. However, for this year, because of COVID and because the auditorium wasn't, it was supposed to be done in May, and it's still not done. So we couldn't get people really close together in a different venue. So we just decided the best thing was to just kind of put it off for this year. However, we're hopeful for April 10th. We're really excited. There's going to be a free concert thanks to the Andres Foundation, or Andres Fund, and the Bernadette Otto Charitable Foundation have given us money so that we can give just a nice thank you to Tomah for your patience and waiting until we can do it again, and also to help people sample it and know that, you know, it's a really good thing that they might want to join.
Rose, looks like you have a brochure.
Yeah.
Do you want to show?
That concert will be Miss Myra and the Moonshiners, and they're out of Minneapolis. It's a jazz production, and so we're excited to share that with the community free of charge.
And Rose, a part of your organization, because a former is the board,
right?
And I know you're looking for some new board members. And one of our former anchors, Nick Hoffman, Nick, if you're watching, was a board member. And did you work with Nick, Rose?
We did. And Nick, where are you when we need you?
Yes.
You know,
he's in Tennessee, Rose.
He was a great asset to our board. He was very brief before he moved away, but we were happy to have him, and would like to have some new board members.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit about that. Like, who you're looking for, how do you become a board?
That left just because they aged out, you might say. So we're looking for new blood. What you get to do, you get to pick the concerts, which is a pretty fun thing. They all come from Allied Concert Association. We get one more that's more local. I had mentioned the one in Wilton, and that's just so that we can keep our prices really low. The cost is $45 per year, you know, for 4 concerts. And if you join, then you get one from the year before if you're a new member. So it's a pretty reasonable thing. It's just held at the high school, so it's easy to get to. You know, we think it's a great deal. So
can any, besides being a board member, if I wanted to help, maybe I don't want to quite be a board member yet. Can anybody join, or how can people get involved?
So you can contact me, Rose Berry, or anyone on the board, or we do have a Facebook page that you can go to and find out how to be part of it. So you just buy your ticket and come to the concerts, and we need people to do that, of course, too.
Would your Facebook page be the Tomah Concert Association, Rose?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, do you have any favorite group or memory or anything you're excited about coming up, or give us a little insight into your musical? What do you like?
Let's see. Well, I really liked the Beach Boys. I mean, it wasn't the Beach Boys, but it was.
Okay.
But we've had some great people we had Beach Boys. We had John Denver. Just different ones that were just music that I really enjoyed. And I don't always love the actual, musician. I may not love their style, but I can guarantee you that all of them are just super, super talented. We all have our own, preferences for what kind of music we like, but all of them are just very, very well trained, and many are internationally renowned. One that I'm really looking forward to, and I hope we get, because we were supposed to have him last year, and we didn't have concerts last year, so then we were supposed to have him this year, and many communities went on with their concerts this year. We were unable to, so I'm hoping we can get him next year, and his name is Will Martin. He's out of New Zealand, and he's just an amazing singer and pianist. I'm hoping that, as we have had to hold off, that he'll wait for us and we can indeed have him one day.
Oh, thank you, Rose, for being with us. Good luck with your concert
thanks.
series.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Catering for the cast and crew has been provided by Strike Zone and Pizzones in Tomah. Great food with fun for the whole family. Up next, a special Halloween lab with Doc and Oakley. But first, we want to thank our sponsors.
Your hometown news is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon, The Fun Company Game Room Store, and the Little Cottage Home Decor and more in New Lisbon.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
The best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone and Pizzones in Tomah. Hardware Hank knows you have projects. Lots of important projects. From paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
At Tomah Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Egstead, Quality Services Director at Tomah Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission.
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahhealth.org.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Tomah. I am proud to present our physics teacher, Oakley and Sophie Pokala and Bryn Newman. And we'll be doing some exciting, 7 of them, exciting science demonstrations, some which you can do at home. So we'll start out with...
Yeah, the first one is one you can easily do from home. So Bryn and Sophie have blown up just a balloon, a regular balloon, tied it off, and they're going to rub this washcloth or their hair on it and get that staticky, so it's got a nice static buildup. And then rub that over these ghosts we have here on the table.
Dancing ghosts.
See if you can get them to fly. Oh, yeah, look at that.
They have the power.
So the static discharge provided by rubbing the balloon on the cloth or their hair then causes the different static charges built up on the balloon to react and pick up the very lightweight paper towels is what we use for the ghosts, or like toilet paper would work well too, something very thin. If it's too thick, too heavy, of course it won't pick those up, so that is very important.
Next is our ghost balloon. We'll bring this right over here. We have some baking soda that we're going to put into a balloon, and so you hold on to this right here. We'll put this in here, okay, and we'll take, there, right over. Okay, and we'll put 3 teaspoons of baking soda in there, down into there. Okay, it's got one more, precisely 3. And then we have vinegar in this bottle, so take this and put it over the top of the bottle, and the vinegar reacting with the baking soda will produce CO2 gas, which will, whoops, we got to hold this up so it'll go down in there. Okay. Oh, we're producing gas already. And there is our dancing ghost. And this one you can do at home. I can help, Mom and Dad can help the kids with that. And we have a ghost balloon there. Now we can just set that off to the side over there. We got more that goes in there. And, all right. Next we have here ghost eggs. Here's a ghost egg right here, and I'm going to put that in water. Now this goes back to the Middle Ages, where if you had a person accused of being a witch, they were dunked in the water, and if they were guilty, they floated to the top. And if they were innocent, they went down to the bottom, where they drowned. Okay, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So put the second egg in there. This one here is not the ghost. Okay, then this one here in the water. Ooh, now that one floats. So what's the secret here, do you think, girls? What do you think here? What would be the eggs are all raw eggs. They're not doctored in any way.
And they're all good eggs.
They're good eggs.
It's not a spoiled one. That can happen too.
Yeah, That's right. This one has salt in it.
Regular water, salt water.
Salt water.
So the salt water, yes.
Salt water is more dense than the egg. Okay, next is our fake blood. We'll bring this up, take this away. Now, if you're going to have Halloween, you're going to have some vampire blood. And so we're going to show you how you can make that. It's how they do it in Hollywood. They don't want to use real blood for their blood scenes. So take the powdered sugar, put that in there. There you go, pour it all in there. And then you put the dye in there, food dye. I have some cocoa. Put it all in there. Go for it. All of it. Yeah, whole thing. Okay, so there's our 3 ingredients, which is water, baking soda, then we have powdered sugar, and then we have cocoa, and we'll put this on here, and then hit this button right there when it says, that's good, liquefy. Okay? All right, that's good. Okay, now take the blood and pour it out. Oh, vampires would love this. It's so good. Oh, it's a little bit on the maroonish side today. This is anemic. This is an anemic person here. Okay. So we'll take that away, and our next here is we have something very special, blood-sucking fluid. This stuff here, secret stuff, will take the blood right out of a person. So who is our volunteer? Okay, so we'll put a little bit of this on here, like this. There you go. And now we have a sheet of paper. Put your hands down on that. Okay, now you can raise them up. Oh, oh my gosh, you're down a pint. You can clean those hands, because what we're using here is ammonia, and ammonia with the paper, is like litmus paper, will give you the red color there.
That towel on the corner there.
Yeah, okay. And what's next, Oakley?
The oozing pumpkin.
Oh, the oozing pumpkin.
Over there, yeah.
All right, well, we'll try that. Okay, and we need a towel here. All right, so we'll put the towel out.
Our oozing pumpkin is very similar to the elephant toothpaste. The demonstration is what it sometimes gets called.
Okay.
And so we have sodium iodide.
Sodium iodide.
And then some dish soap and red food coloring just to give it a little tint there. And then we have
hydrogen.
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide. 30% hydrogen peroxide. Yes,
okay.
The strong stuff.
So we'll hope this works. You pour it in there. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's so good. That's an oozing pumpkin, all right.
And as you can see, it creates a large volume very quickly.
And it's heat. It's an exothermic reaction.
Very
so
exothermic,
gives
yes,
heat.
very warm.
Okay.
That's one of the better ones we've had there, I think. Yeah.
We've not had a better one. So let's take the oozing pumpkin away.
Well, we can leave it there. We can move on the corner with the next one.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. Okay.
All right. We need the goggles for the next one here, I think. So.
Yes.
Here we go.
Right.
You know, warning: the pumpkin may come flying off the table.
It could be.
Or
now,
not.
We have a pre-carved pumpkin here, and the job is not finished yet. So we hope to finish it by taking some calcium carbide and putting it in water. And that will create a acetylene gas. So I will take, you're ready with this? He's facing out here. Okay. How many granules did we say?
Oh, probably all of them.
8? Okay. Yeah, all of them. All right, put the lid on. Now it'll take a while, hopefully a little while, for this to work. And acetylene gas is what they used. This is when the coal miners went down in the mines. They didn't have batteries as they do today. So they had those little lanterns, which were acetylene lanterns, and they would drip water into calcium carbide. That would create a flame, and then they had a little focus. They could focus the beam onto the coal. So we leave this on here for how many seconds precisely?
About 21 and a half.
21 and a half
yes,
seconds?
Yeah.
I think that's up. Let's try that now. Okay.
Well, maybe not.
Something went wrong there. Okay, we got one out. This is what happens when you do things live. They don't always work precisely as they're supposed to.
There's just a little thump. That's about all we got. No bang tonight, just a little thump.
We have done better, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us for this edition of The Lab, brought to you by Image Pictures and the production studios in Tomah. And remember, this world is an amazing place, and you should experience and experiment in it. Thank you, girls. Good job tonight. You did a good job. We kind of messed up on this one right here a little bit. Yeah.
This was good. This was very good.
Yeah, that worked out real good. Yeah. Okay.
At Tomah Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Eggstead, Quality Services Director at Tomah Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahhealth.org.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
It's been a long day.
Mom, what's for dinner? Yeah, I'm hungry.
I really don't feel like cooking, so...
the best pizza. Look at that crust and cheese. Amazing burgers and steaks. Just the way I like it. Food the whole family loves. That's our specialty. And don't forget, 12 lanes of bowling fun and a huge game room. Rain or shine, always a great time. Strike Zone at Pizzone's in Tomah.
What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage Home Decor and More, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects. Lots of important projects. From paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Tomah's girls golf team headed to state last Monday and Tuesday and placed 8th, and we have the golf team here to share their experience. Congratulations, ladies. Excellent job. Let's just, for our viewers, we'll just kind of go down the line, introduce yourself, what year you are in high school, and how many state tournaments you've been to.
Yeah, I'm Bryn Newman. I'm a junior, and this is my 3rd state appearance.
I'm Amelia Zingler, and I'm a junior, and this is my 3rd state appearance. I'm Sophie Pokel. I'm a senior, and this is also my 3rd state appearance. I'm Peyton Foster. I'm a junior, and this was my 1st state appearance.
I'm Maddie Ewers. I'm also a junior, and this was my 2nd state appearance.
Wow, three states, 2 and 1. Nice. And is this the size of your team? Are there 5 players, or what's the size of your team?
Yeah, we usually have 5 players. We usually rank them from 1 to 5. We're all pretty good, but just for the sake of grouping us with other teams, because they all have 5 players, and then usually the top golfer will go with the other top golfer, and you'll just play in your little groups, 18 holes. And so that's usually how a match works.
Okay. Now, Sophie, maybe can you walk us through the golf course? Where did you play for the state tournament? Maybe how many teams or what you thought of the course?
Yeah, we played at University Ridge, and we played there 2 years ago when we went to the state tournament the first time. Unfortunately, last year because of COVID, it was at a different course, and then we ended up playing there in an invitational this year. So we actually had a lot of experience this year at the course, so it wasn't anything new to us. And the course is actually pretty short, a lot of scoreable holes on it. So I don't know, it was a good course for a state tournament.
Okay, and I heard there was some exciting beginning. So Bryn and Amelia, you both birdied on your 2nd hole. Can you walk us through that? What, it's 428-yard hole? second hole. And how did that affect you mentally in your game of golf? So talk about that second hole.
So for that second hole, it was just kind of trying to get a feel of how I was going to play for that day, because each day you play differently. Like, you have one thing that's going to work really well and something that's not going to work well. And so I was just trying to, like, okay, I just have to get out of this hole with a par. And so getting out with a birdie was really nice.
And for our viewers, what is a birdie?
So a birdie is 1 under par. So, like, on that hole, it was a par 5, which means it's a longer hole, like 428 yards, like you said. And I got a 4 on it. So I was 1 under the typical score on that hole.
Okay. How was your experience with?
Yeah, you know, I had came off of a par from the first hole, so I was feeling pretty confident. So you just, you know, you want to hit a good drive out so you can take usually if you hit it far enough, you can take a good shot at hitting the green into, which is a kind of difficult task, but it makes it so it sets it up for an easier, so then you can just 2-putt, and then it's an easy birdie. And so, you know, I just kind of played my game, and it worked out. Birdies, you know, just you play your game, and if it comes along the way, then you just take what you can get. So.
Well, congratulations. Birdies are not always far and few between, kind of, right? Pars are easy, but those are. Let's move on. There was something that happened on the green with you ladies at the end here. Do you guys want to talk about the worms on one of the greens, or what number was that too? Like
Even
ninth hole, or
even on the greens during the course, there wasn't that many by the time we got out there. But on the practice putting green, it was covered in worms, like all over it. We had a lot of rain, and so they were just everywhere, which doesn't really mess with your game, other than you're stepping all over them, and you got to move them out of your line for when you putt.
Oh, okay. So all over the course, or that was just the putting green?
They were on the greens, but not as bad as the practice putting green.
Okay. So as you've been through this whole state tournament, do you have a favorite memory from the tournament? Does anyone want to share a favorite memory or a favorite hole? I'm sure your birdies probably really stick out.
I just think, especially the 18th hole, the second day, just watching our senior, Sophie Folklaw, walk it in. It was just such an emotional moment for her last hole, and we definitely all shed a few tears, but I remember after our, first match, we all promised each other we're going to hold off from the tears until the second day of state. And we mostly accomplished that, but it was just such it was such a ride that we took, and even though we didn't place as high as we wanted to, I'm so proud of us that we battled through the conditions and were able to put in such good scores at least the second day. And it just, I love this group of girls. They're so yeah. It's really.
Aw, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge part of your life. You've committed a lot of time to golf. Sophie, can you we have a little bit of a minute left. How do you get scored then? How are you playing against other teams? Like, if there's 5 of you, how do?
So you just have to count up your own score, and then whoever, obviously you have 5 players on your team, there's the top 4 people.
Okay, so the top 4 scores go into the final score.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what was your score then for the win? The team score, or does it?
I don't know the team score.
Oh, okay. What do you want to share your score, or do you remember it?
I shot a 76 the first day and then an 83 the second day.
Okay. Great. Does anyone want to share a favorite golf course in Wisconsin that you like to golf at, or a favorite?
I like University Ridge.
Do you? Okay.
I mean, we all play at Hiawatha. Hiawatha is our home course, but I would say one of my favorites is probably playing Wild Rock in the Dells. I love that course. That's a really nice course.
One of my favorites is probably this summer I played at Whistling Straits a couple times, and it's the Irish course, and I really like it there. Yeah.
That's where the Master was. That where the Ryder Cup was?
The Ryder Cup
was at Whistling Straits.
It's the sister course of the Straits course.
Okay.
And so, on some of the holes on the Irish course, you could see the holes on the Straits course, and they were very good.
Well,
cool to see.
Girls, congratulations! Thank you for joining us. And you've got your whole life to golf now, right? You're going to go all over Wisconsin. Well, we want to thank you for watching your Hometown News golf team, where we're connecting you to the community.